anyone's energy that like you just didn't anticipate.
Yeah.
Either good or bad.
French Montana was absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he was on drugs
Oh, damn
before he came in.
Hey,
French.
And he thought I was accusing him and Drake of being gay.
Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of In the Slot. I'm Moobie.
I'm Smelly.
And today we are joined by the beautiful, famous, pretty Ria.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Pretty. Hell yeah.
Famous.
Oh my God. Honored.
Well, we're so happy that you're here. I feel like we've had you on a few times and we haven't done like an in-depth moment. And this has been long overdue.
Yeah, long overdue.
I
Very
think
big sister-esque vibes, like in a big way. Like we've
God.
looked up to you guys, you and Fran, a lot.
totally.
You've been here.
And I feel like our relationship almost like sped run a little bit because of Survivor and of how like random that was. And I was so young and then like I wasn't taking it as serious. And then we're like, I'm holding you as you're crying. And I'm like, wait, we're bonded for life.
Yeah. Well, first I want to say thank you. That's really, really sweet to say. Really appreciate that. At the same time, we did do Survivor together. And I remember I just kept saying to Maddie that I am really not that serious of a person, but I was so serious during Survivor.
Yeah.
But if you know me or if you listen to Chicks in the Office, you know I'm a very unserious person. And I just felt bad because I was like really being pretty intense. And I was like, you don't get it.
No, literally.
And I felt like such an asshole. But then I won, so I felt
But
like
that
less
makes
of an
sense.
asshole, I guess.
Yeah, like as you should be taking it seriously.
Also, from an outside perspective, literally how I took it, I was like, dang, like, Ria, like, she has a goal on her mind and, like, she's getting to it. Like, I didn't take it, it felt competitive.
I put so much pressure on myself, like, so much. I wasn't, like, no, we were literally in the room together, was not sleeping.
Yeah.
And she would go to sleep like a baby. And she'd be like, and I would be like, up like this, like, not being able to sleep.
on
Yeah.
her phone, she was playing like high frequency.
Yeah, I was playing like high frequency music that would like manifest me to like win or whatever.
You're like
And
floating.
then I remember at one point I said that and Dave was like, well, you do realize you're playing it in the same room as Moobie, so it might make her win. And I was like, wait,
You're like,
okay.
wait,
stop.
don't
I
tell
was
me
like,
that.
well, she's asleep. She's not listening.
She's not on this wave.
No, but it was so fun, and I really loved getting to know you during that.
You
and
as
it was
well.
just a great bonding
No, it
experience.
totally was.
But I did feel bad that I was so intense.
No.
But it was nice that you guys like got to be together. Like I feel like the girls kind of stuck together in that, so it was like a powerful bonding.
We bonded for sure.
Yeah.
But let's rewind a little bit before Survivor. Obviously, Ria's been here for a while. For those who don't know, she is the co-host with Fran of Chicks in the Office. Do you want to just give like a elevator pitch of how you started with Chicks in the Office? And you've been here for how long?
Almost 10 years. I started in September 2016.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
That's crazy.
Oh, wait,
It's only 10 years this year.
It's 10 years in September.
10
Let's do a
Weird.
party.
I know, right? Should
Yeah,
I?
you 100%.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it all started, but I started as an intern in September 2016. Shout out Glennie Balls and Caleb. So I went to high school with Glennie. He was a year older than me. We were friends, and then we kind of stayed in touch. He was a year older, graduated before me, and he got hired as an intern at Barstool when they moved from Boston to New York. And then I texted him congratulating him because I was like, oh, that's really cool. I had seen Barstool before. Honestly, like a lot of KFC stuff because he used to blog a lot and there was really funny blogs and KFC radio and all that in Feidelberg. And I texted him and he was like, actually, they're looking for some girls because there's no women here besides CEO at the time, Erica. I'll let you know. And then like a week later, he was like, they want you to come in to interview. And it was Caleb hiring Glennie, who then wanted to hire me to be in charge of Glenn.
Glennie? Okay.
Okay, so it was like a funny bit type of thing.
Yeah.
That,
What were you doing in life right now when you got this text?
I was going to FIT for film and marketing. So FIT had just opened up like their film department.
Yeah.
And it was like just a couple blocks away from the office at the time. And they FaceTimed me and they're like, can you come in right now? And I was like,
Like, oh, I'm in class.
I'll
But
come
actually-
in right now.
Yeah.
And I showed up and I mean, it wasn't like a serious interview like Caleb interviewed me. It was like, okay, yeah, you got it. And I was like, okay, cool. There was no other people being interviewed or anything.
Yeah.
And it started off as just like a funny bit. And then I just kept showing up every day and just doing behind the scenes work, some stuff on camera.
Taking care of Glennie.
Yeah, taking care of Glennie because Caleb was doing, the college tours at the time.
Yeah.
And just stuck around, just trying to get my hands on anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turned into like a real deal internship, like paid internship after Barstool Idol, the first Barstool Idol they had.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading like the chat or like comments about the people at Barstool Idol. And afterwards, Dave was like, you want to talk for a second? And I went into his office and he was like, you're like funny. I didn't know that. And I was like, oh yeah. He was like, do you have any desire to be on camera? And I was like, actually, yes. Like I grew up. And if you listen to Chicks in the Office, then you know this and they make fun of me because I talk about it all the time. But like, I grew up acting and modeling. So like I always wanted to be on the camera. And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. So started getting paid from that point. And then about 6 months later, Fran came in and we were just like, two girls in the office who love
Two
pop
chicks,
culture.
dare I say.
And would sit on this couch because there wasn't enough desks. And we would just like talk about pop culture. And I remember one thing we bonded all the time over was like Bella Thorne because she was so insane.
Yes.
And
Yes. During
for
Step It
some
Up
reason,
era,
we like cared about that. And, like Kevin's brother, Brendan, they were like, you guys should make videos, like there's no like girl show here. So they sort of gave us that motivation to like maybe start making videos, which is how we started Chicks in the Office, the Instagram page.
Okay.
And we started making 1-minute videos every single day. And we didn't tell Dave about it. And we were like, let's just grow this. And like once it gets to 10,000 followers, we'll bring it to him. So then we grew it, got to 10,000 like pretty fast. People started paying attention. We brought it to Dave. He was like, that's great. Let's start posting it everywhere, like on the Barstool site and all of that. And that's what really kickstarted it. Like the Instagram kind of just
That's
like
so
took
funny.
off.
Yeah, that's such a different time,
It's
like 2016. You're like, you know what, let's put, you probably were like recording within the Instagram app or like.
It was so different. And Noah was shooting and editing our videos from the very beginning. He's done the first one. He's still our producer. And it was so weird. Like within like the first 2 months of doing Chicks in the Office, the Instagram, like The Amazing Race reached out to us and we went through this whole process of being flown out to LA and they kept us it was a whole thing, kept us in a hotel for 7 days. And it was like, we went through the whole casting process. It was so crazy. And then Barstool started their Sirius XM channel and Dave was like, we want to give you guys a show every day. And we were like, okay, we've never done radio.
Yeah.
So I started at 19. I'm now 20 at this point. Fran's like 23. We're like the youngest host on Sirius XM.
Like, okay.
And then,
Like nuts. And too, at the time, like I feel like radio was still so big.
yes,
back in-
especially on Sirius. And then they were like, we want to make it to a podcast. And at that time, we thought podcasts were already like so big. And we were like, no one's going to listen to our podcast. But fine. It exceeded like 10 times what they thought it was going to do. And we were like, oh shit, we have something here. And then it went to a Snapchat show and we did all that. And then in COVID, we went to 3 times a week because we were at home. We stopped doing the radio show and that's been like the primary focus since. So it's kind of like a whirlwind all at first. And now each year has just been a steady,
it's all like settling out
settling
and
a
aligning.
steady growth of Chicks in the Office, which is our baby.
Kind of sounds awesome because it sounds like a series of just like saying yes, like just saying yes to these like crazy opportunities that are flying your way.
And being overconfident at a younger age,
Which is important.
not know it, which is important.
Yeah.
And like having no idea how to do something,
Fake it till you make it.
but doing it and not being anxious about it. Whereas now I'm a little bit more, because I know so much more, I'm a little bit more cautious. Whereas then it was like you said, like you know, fake it till whatever. Like, okay, we're just going to do radio.
Yeah.
This is fake. This is a fake world.
Look, just talking to this little mic, little 1, 2, 3.
Every day. It was crazy.
No, or you probably like think back to you at that age, like, what was I doing? Like, how did I have this no anxiety mindset?
And also too, it's just crazy because like you started at Barstool so early on when like blogs are obviously still so important here, but like now in like this day, like when we're coming in, like the podcasts are like the bigger things or the vlogs and stuff. So it's just so crazy that like you've seen and been through so much of like the social media arc of life. And
oh yeah, I mean, we really laugh about the beginning times of us being at Barstool because obviously it started so long before that, but just like the beginning of New York Times, being in that other office, so many different stages of life everybody has been through, you know. Like it is so funny when I think about 10 years because I am so different than the person I was when I started. It feels like I'm not attached to that.
Yeah.
You know, like it feels like a fake life.
She's
fake
a different
life.
girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Do you think that like what do you think like Barstool, like do you miss everyone being in the same office, or like what are like the biggest changes, I guess I'll ask, like that you've seen within the company?
That's a good question. I mean, yes, and some elements, yes. The elements of like walking in every day and being scared if you were going to be called onto radio during that lunchtime spot when Dave was hosting the show. No, don't miss that. That it was exciting when other people were on it.
Yeah.
And there was other drama going on, but when you were caught in it, you're like, no, it could be like it like actually ruins your fucking day and week. And you're just like, I can't believe I'm caught up in this. And then once, you know, Chicks in the Office became the sole thing that we were doing and focusing on, kind of like staying out of that mix became easier. But at the beginning, you're like, we want to be in, you know, you need to be in the mix. And so I would say yes and no. Like everyone being in the same office was always so fun, but now it's so different. And watching everybody thrive in their own respective ways is also awesome.
Yeah.
And also you can just see everyone online.
Right. Everyone's seeing each other.
Yeah,
anyway.
we're all seeing each other anyway.
How do you think like social media has shifted? Obviously, you've been on it for 10 years when you started. Now there's a big influx of influencing in New York City influencers. Like, obviously, I see you as an influencer. What do you see yourself as? Or like, what's your perspective of social media changing so much and like all these people becoming online?
See, it's funny because I guess I don't see myself as an influencer in a lot of ways, but I can see how somebody would, because that's just like the term now. But I do enjoy very much watching other influencers. Like I'm taking it all in. It's just TikTok is so ginormous now, and it's like almost like a foreign concept to me and Fran sometimes when we talk about it. Like because we just had a way different start. And everybody does. Like I'm sure when all the YouTubers became a thing, then TikTok started and they're like, you know, we did this on YouTube or Vine. Like there's always a new platform where it happens. I appreciate the fact that influencers get on there and share their entire lives every single day. But at the same time, that's not like my passion to do. I love entertaining people. I love making people laugh. I love being an outlet for people on the podcast so that they can like put it in and listen to us for an hour, 2 hours, 3 times a week, whatever it is. But I don't have a desire to share my 24/7
every
because
day.
I have to be honest, like a lot of it is probably pretty boring anyway.
If you're recording 3 times a week too, like you're sharing so much on that longer form.
And I think people don't realize how much time that actually does take up recording the podcast 3 times a week and preparing for it and having other meetings and having other interviews and everything that goes into the podcast. So it does take up a lot of time, which would be probably more boring than people think to be watching on TikTok. So it is just, I think it's the TikTok of it all that is like so different.
Just so different. And so many people are famous now or like considered like a content creator or influencer. And like the parasocial of it all too is what not scares me about TikTok is like people get so invested in these people's lives. It's just crazy.
It's like you just have access to so much
more. And it gets so intense. And I think it's funny because John Mayer used to do this thing on Instagram Live, which is so funny because who goes on Instagram Live, right?
Yeah.
But he used to go on Instagram Live every Sunday night. And he said once, he was like, we were never supposed to have this much access to each other at all times. Like if you want someone to know something, you could just message them right away and they know. And it's just like it's a lot to take in. And it can get really intense and things I feel like spiral out of control, but then they move on to the next thing.
Cancel culture, or even like access, not even to these people, but like to information about like the human body. And then I'm learning about cortisol and like workout. Like
we're like everyone's
crazy.
self-diagnosing each other, like diagnosing each other with whatever mental health issues they have. Like,
and I just tell myself that every body is different. Like seriously, like what works for you might not work for somebody else. And I've been down that path before where I'm like you said, oh my God, my cortisol is too high, or this, that, or you know. I was actually just talking on Chicks in the Office. Like I have endometriosis and have been dealing with that since I was like 14 or 15. And it's not something that people talk about often, and it should be. like researched and talked about more. But I was saying I've seen more and more people talk about it on TikTok, which I think is a good thing. But on the other side of it started scaring me.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a second, this is getting really, really serious.
I don't have that symptom.
And now I legitimately had a panic attack the other night because I was just getting fed so much information about it. And I scared myself because I was like, oh shit, I have this. And now I'm seeing all these things that could happen. And, even like, frick, like if you get like, got to take antibiotics for like a UTI or something.
Yeah, totally.
It's like, oh my God, no, don't take that, this, that. And I'm like, oh, okay.
No, the influx
gosh,
is crazy. And then everyone in the comments too, like battles the opinion of what the video is saying. So I'm like, what's right? And then I like look it up online and they don't have answers because it's all random stuff that everyone's talking about.
So you and Fran have been doing this pod for almost 10 years. Or you've been here for 10 years, but you and Fran have had a long friendship.
Yeah. How long has the pod now been running for?
Probably almost 9 years, 8 or 9 years. Probably 8 years because we did the radio and stuff first and then it became a podcast. But 8 years.
Amazing.
Which is insane.
That would be so fun if you guys like one day like listen back to some of your serious stuff.
No, I literally could never. No. I couldn't. Also, my voice changed.
I can't even listen to myself now. Imagine 8 years. I can't even imagine.
No.
Like, and Kelly. But what have you learned about, friendship with Fran and that work balance? I know Kelly and I are best friends and like working together. Yeah. Obviously, you're spending so much time together. Like, can you just talk a little about your relationship and like how you've navigated that? Yeah,
I would say that Fran and I, although seemingly very different personalities, are also very, very similar in like just the way that we want to live life, our morals, our values, all of those things, which I think is really important probably in a friendship to have.
Yeah, totally.
So at the end of the day, we talk about that's something that really keeps us close and has made like a sister and best friend because things can get, I think we've all seen like,
crazy.
Things can get crazy when you work with,
messy,
your best friend. But at the same time, Fran and I started out as business partners first before friends. Yeah. And then the friendship came with that. So yes, at the end of the day, like Chicks in the Office is where it started with us and is so, so important to us. We always make sure that we're sort of on the same page as well. And we've learned through the years how each other works, right? And we do work pretty similarly as well, but maybe we communicated in different styles. And just doing it this long together, we have found that rhythm with each other where it's like we don't really let anything, fly under anymore. Radar. It's more like said out loud. Whereas I guess maybe more in the beginning, it would be like, well, we don't know each other that well, so we're not gonna like call each other out. Yeah. Whereas now we could just call each other out and get through it. And that's like kind of the way to do it. But that doesn't happen often either. Somebody did call into our show recently and was like, do you guys ever disagree about anything?
Yeah, that was one of my questions.
It's pretty rare. And I wouldn't say we disagree about anything big. It's something more of like, I didn't like the movie People We Meet on Vacation and she did. Yeah. But a lot of the times our taste is the same too. So yeah, I think just like, having those same morals kind of how you want to go about this life and working in this industry will keep you guys and like together. Learning each other, right? Exactly. I always say it's like learning the way people tick, because everybody's different. The way that I might communicate is going to be different than the way Fran communicates, but we both understand now how each other does it, and that's what keeps it great.
Were there any hard moments in the beginning when maybe you didn't understand how each other ticked and you kind of had to like take a step back and be like, talked. Okay. Because, Kelly and I are not in the thick of it, but like in the beginning, obviously we went from teammates. And I think that's what grounds Kelly and I is like, we were teammates first and like played on the same team and really were grounded in that. But were there any moments where you're like, okay, actually, Fran, let's talk about this disagreement?
I wouldn't say work-wise. I feel like we always kind of got what we were doing work-wise. Yeah. I think that maybe we've had like a handful or less than a handful of quote-unquote arguments or fights, but they're dealt with pretty immediately. It was like, this upset me or that upset me, and then it's like worked through. But I can't really remember like anything that that stands out.
Monumental.
So I feel like when you're
like,
bound, like when you spend 10 years together.
So we spend every day together.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I will say like now we have a very strong relationship outside of work that like when we hang out with our husbands, we don't really talk about work. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a friendship outside of that. And so I think that's also what makes it great. It makes it even, I think we have gotten even better now.
I mean, like we're hanging out with our husbands.
Yeah. I was gonna say like you guys have also had like all those joint experiences. Like you got to go to her wedding, she got to go to your wedding. Like you met each other's families. Like that's
right. Like we know each other, our families and everything so well now that it's like it's on another level of like business and friendship and more like we always say like sisters now.
So what is some things that you guys have done at Barstool besides Surviving and Chicks in the Office that like you've liked, like Barstool versus America? Like I think there's all these like little lores that like some people who are newer to Barstool don't know about.
Surviving Barstool is the first reality show that I did. I basically said no to every other one before that. For like sometimes it was just scheduled, didn't work out. With like Barstool vs. America, they asked the one that Roan was hosting when it was like in the woods.
Most Dangerous Game.
Yes, most dangerous game
that
show.
One.
That looks so scary.
That like it was just like a schedule thing. I was asked to do another season of Survivor, the one before, not the one we did like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and it was a schedule thing. But then that one it was a no-brainer of like, you have to do this. It's like with all the biggest people.
I was saying like it works out because you said no to all those and then the one that aligned you ended up winning and like, wait, I have to ask him like,
right.
You don't have to share, but what did you end up, did you put the prize money that you won towards anything specific at the end of Surviving or?
It's boring. Like saved it.
Like, I mean, it's smart. Like, it's smart.
I feel like maybe when I was younger, I maybe would have like done something stupid with it, but like,
But did you like add any extra things to the wedding with it?
Oh, I feel like maybe
we're balling out on the cake. You know?
Yeah, no, I feel like more like the honeymoon.
Oh, that's
sort
great.
of was like, all right, let's throw this little extra thing here for the day or whatever. Definitely towards that. It's like, but majority was
saved. Smart.
Yeah,
that's smart.
So you navigated through relationships and different things and boundaries and love and growth at work.
Yeah.
What have you learned about?
Or like, what's like some recommendations? Because there's so many relationships in the office. Like, how would you navigate it? Or just like, I don't know, people that are like, have feelings towards, anyone at work. Like clearly, like there's been ups, downs.
Oh,
like,
you're talking about like love.
Yeah, like relationships. like I think there's so many
trying to get into
blooming
it without getting into
relationships.
it.
You're trying to ask me without asking me. I get, so you want to just know like,
or just like any Rex, like how you would navigate, I guess, like love in the office. And like you can talk about the positives or the negatives.
I don't think anybody would take my advice if you watched anything that happened.
But you got married.
Publicly. For me, it worked out.
Yeah.
Like I am so happy with my decisions because like Marty and I were like, we are in love with each other. We were obsessed with each other. Like we are going to we just like felt so strongly to each other and it's only grown since then. So made the right decision. But I think if anybody were to watch this, be like, we're gonna fucking listen to her advice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not an idiot. I know people would be like, she caused this whole like shitstorm. But I don't like regret anything
when it's for
whatsoever because I couldn't be happier with my husband and I feel like it worked out. So, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if you're listening to me give the advice, I'm gonna be like, follow your heart. But
who cares if it makes a ruckus?
Yeah, follow your heart. But if anybody else is watching, they're gonna be like, don't listen to her. Yeah. So I say just like do what you feel is right and what is calling strongly to you.
Yeah,
because what was so strong to us was like we cannot be apart from each other. Like we are so obsessed with each other. And my life has gotten exponentially better since being with him. And so I know that was all the right decision.
So like trusting your instincts.
Yeah, trusting your instincts.
Your
and
heart.
if your instincts are like, I shouldn't listen to this idiot, then like fine, go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here to tell you, but I just know for me that it was the right decision. Yeah. So
do you guys think anyone else in the office is gonna get married? I feel like Gia and TJ.
I could see Gia and TJ. I feel
could
like
see
they're
that. Well,
so
we have
cute
Danny
in
and
love.
Jackie now.
Danny and Jackie.
Yeah. Una and Goldfinger.
Yeah. Listen, like I'm for it, obviously. I'm not against it.
Yeah.
And listen, whatever happened with Nikki and Annika and whatever caused the Jersey Shore
Beach
show.
House.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, you know what? They got a great Beach House show out of it. I got, torn apart on the internet, but that's fine.
That's fine.
For people who don't know, I was going to just say, like, when you were first talking to Marty and there was that fan photo that got flicked of you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was going through your head when that happened? Like, when you saw that?
Wow. I don't really I guess I kind of was just like, it's so weird to think about. We kind of just like push through. Like, I was like, all right, well, this was going to happen eventually. And I have to be honest, like, I was being like slippery with it already. Like, we were doing live shows, we were on tour, and at a live show right before that day, I was on stage being like, yeah, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, who? What? Like, what do you mean you have a boyfriend? And I just like, I got to the point where like, I liked him so much that I was getting to the point where I just like wanted to talk about and wanted people to know. Like when you feel that feeling, you're like, want to shout it from the rooftops. And so I was getting pretty bold with it, being like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. And everyone was like,
Who? What?
Everyone was like, who? And I was like, I'm not telling.
Yeah.
And then,
Lips are
it
sealed.
came out like right after.
Yeah. That makes me so excited though, because like it makes me excited to like be dating and like find someone that like I'm like can't get away from this guy. Like keep him on the hip.
Right. It's like the kind of feeling that you literally just want to shout about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
Okay, so I want to pivot a little and talk about, because like you guys have had some like insane guests on your show, and like where you guys started, like hearing your whole journey today, and like now like you're interviewing the Jonas Brothers or like big people from Tell Me Lies or like these characters. So like who was your first big interview that you were like, holy shit, like this is happening, like let me reality check, like let me get my 10 toes down on the table, convince myself I'm ready and able?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Bars.
Honestly, what's really funny is when KFC Radio was interviewing, this was before we were interviewing people on Chicks in the Office, they were interviewing Vinny from the Jersey Shore, and I was like such a Jersey Shore fan. And Kevin was like, do you want to come in and sit on the interview? And I was like, please. My life is, I made it. Like, this is it. So that was a very funny moment. And then after that point with Chicks in the Office, I remember Kristen Cavallari was a big one just because you could grow up watching her on TV and she was like an icon. And then the really like holy shit was our 100th episode of Chicks in the Office was the Jonas Brothers. Yeah. And we toured a brewery with them. We like spent a whole day with them.
Like,
literally just you and the brothers.
I know.
Like,
and
the chicks and the bros.
Yeah, we have quite, we have like a will they, won't they with the Jonas Brothers. I like to call it. Yeah. Because it's like they want us and they don't want us. You know, it's like this big back and forth. Yeah. Which has been going on for years. Yeah. So that was the like, oh my God. Yeah. And now it still happens. I mean, next week we're going to LA for like, I can't say who. I didn't even say this on Chicks in the Office yet. Yeah. But
this just in.
I know, big guests that I'm really excited about. Someone I was a fan of growing up. And I'm like, whoa, or Kate Hudson recently.
Yes. I mean, that was crazy.
It happens all the time. Lovato, and by the way, I said this to our team yesterday that I go into the bathroom before the interviews and I like tell myself to play a part because I get nervous.
I was going to ask you about if you get nervous.
Yeah, I do. And I just tell myself to like act like have a part as an interviewer. Yeah. And just act like I'm not nervous because it's part of, like I'm playing a part.
Yeah, Like this isn't your life. You're actually stepping in a role right now. Yeah, I'm stepping
into a role.
You're acting.
I'm journalist.
This is back in the old days. You're filming. You're acting.
And then the nerves kind of go away unless the interview is, not going fantastic. Then the nerves are like, oh, that's why I was nervous.
Yeah. Okay, DraftKings, whether you're here for big plays, the tailgate energy, or the chance to hype up your crew, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, turns game day into an absolute vibe.
Yep, and a vibe that we are here for. DraftKings just elevates it. It gets you into the game. It's easy to use.
With the NFL playoffs, you can bank on your favorite team and really just turn that bet into dollars.
And for us, it's so good because if you're new to betting, it's simple. Pick your team or a player you love watching. Zero stress. All the fun, just more energy for your game.
It's just more fun to banter. Me and Kelly, we get to talk and we say, we're going to do this. Yeah. We're going to bet on him. I like his jersey. I was number 3 in college, so I'm going to bet on number 3.
Now all of a sudden we're betting against each other a little bit. We got some competition.
I like Ann Michael May, so I'm going to put some money on Drake.
Right. Hell yeah.
So if you're listening, what you need to do is you need to download DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code INTHESLOT. That's INTHESLOT. New customers can turn $5 and a $300 in bonus bet if your bet wins with code INTHESLOT in partnership with DraftKings.
The crown is yours. You don't have to name any names, but has there ever been any interviews that are or anyone's energy that you just weren't didn't anticipate?
Yeah,
either good or bad.
French Montana was absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
no
and I'm pretty sure he was on drugs.
Oh damn!
Before he came in,
hey,
French.
And he thought I was accusing him and Drake of being gay.
What?
Yeah.
I hate that.
And I was a big French Montana fan,
and
you're
his
music.
Yeah.
And I was like, no,
I'm not accusing you.
Just asking how Turks and Caicos was. And he was like, well, when you say you're going on vacation with somebody in Hollywood.
You're like, okay, no, I don't know.
And I was like, no, I really it's okay. I go on vacation with my friends. How was Turks and Caicos? So that we always say was our worst one, but we're happy it happened because we have an answer.
Yeah.
There has been a couple. I won't name names because I'm actually a fan of this person.
Yeah.
But this person came in and must have just been having a bad day. I actually found a journal entry. I wrote about it
way.
Recently. I have had on and off journals while working here. When I first started, I had a journal. I wrote in every day what was happening.
Love.
My goodness, I don't have it anymore. And it haunts me because those early days, oh my God, some of the crazy shit was happening in this office every day. And I remember it up here.
Burn a book.
And I could talk for hours. I could write a book for hours about what would happen. And lost that. Then I started making another one around 2024, I would say. And then I stopped and I found that one the other day. And I wrote in the journal, I was really nervous to interview so-and-so today. And actually, I had every right to be because she wasn't very nice. And it was just validating my feelings of and I read it and I was like, oh my God. You know what?
And
you really let it out here. You really wrote it down and let your feelings out.
You were honest.
Is journaling and mindfulness and how do you stay grounded? Is that your ways of is it
I now feel like I have a routine that really works for me. Journaling is something not really. I just would randomly pick it up, put it down. It's more for fun. I used to really love writing when I was a kid, just because my imagination. I also wanted to be an actress.
Yeah.
So I would write fake movie scripts or stories of parts I wanted to play, really.
That's so cool.
But now I'm very much into taking care of myself and my body, which helps my mind. And it's so silly when people say that. I'd be like, but it's so true.
It's loving yourself.
When you actually take care of yourself, the difference in how your brain feels is so tremendous.
Yeah.
I used to eat absolute dog shit. When I tell you guys, I would eat fast food multiple times a week.
I can't see that.
Oh my! First of all, I fucking love fast food still.
Yeah.
I still get Taco
so
Bell.
good.
When I it's like a treat to myself. Well, I hate the word treat yourself because nothing is bad. You know what I mean? That's also something
a little extra
that
splurge.
No food is bad food. As long as you're eating is good. But it can be really unhealthy for you to be eating fast food multiple times a week and just treating your body like garbage.
Yeah.
And once I kind of flipped that around and started being way more mindful about what I'm eating and exercising and taking care of myself, I feel like my mental kind of issue. I also used to smoke weed 24/7.
No way.
Genuinely 24/7. Every time I woke up,
Like, would you do the pod high?
Yes. Like, literally, when I
Was
say
like a
it was
coping?
all the time, like, it was all the
Would it
time.
ease your mind? Or-
I don't even know, like, how I got into it. I mean, I started smoking in high school, I guess, but, like, more, like, for fun with my friends.
You and Glennie.
And, actually, like, Glenn was not a weed smoker.
Yeah.
And then when I started working at Barstool, I kind of just, like, I don't know if it became, like, more of, like, kind of like a social thing with other people here, and we would smoke in the middle of the day behind Dave's office and outside, and it was like, no, seriously, I wouldn't do that now. Like, that's what's that's what I find to be crazy, because when I think about these things,
your brain wasn't developed.
it wasn't developed, because if Dave was in this office, I would not be sneaking out right behind his office to go smoke a backwoods blunt with Robbie Fox. Like, me and Robbie Fox used to come back into this office like
zooted,
unreal. Like, and I used to not even just smoke joints. I would smoke disgusting, like I said, backwoods blunts.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know what is a backwoods blunt. I smoke weed.
It's like I don't. It's I don't even
just
know
like
how to, backwoods. It's like you open it up. You could bring it up. What is it, like a cigar? Yeah.
Like huge.
See, I was smoking. Yeah, the honey ones. The honey ones were my fave.
Oh my God, they're massive.
Which is so funny that I couldn't even tell you they were cigars, but I was smoking them. So you would cut it open, get all the shit out, put your weed in, roll it up. I was smoking these. I probably, was like smelling like weed. My skin was horrible.
Yeah.
My brain, I was living in a cloud. And I'm not against weed. I'm talking about 24/7. I'm talking about smoking like this 24/7.
And you were younger.
Yeah,
but
it was like from about, I would say, like 19 to like 23, 24. No, probably 19 to 24. All the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I just threw everything out because I had like a freak out.
Okay. While you were high?
While I was high.
Which that'll do it to you. I'm not a good weed smoker. Immediately, I'm like, I can feel my heart. I get tingles.
I had noticed it was making me more anxious, but I just kept doing it because I thought that it was going to make me less anxious, but it made me more, it's like a backwards way.
That's cycle.
This is just cycle. And then I've totally freaked out. I threw everything out, and then I just completely stopped. Like, and people ask me how I stopped. I don't have a correct
You're
answer
like a switch
because
turned.
I literally just was like, fuck this. Like, I started to really enjoy my brain not. And that's when I realized I was actually really happy because I loved the way my brain felt not high, when prior I felt like maybe the only time that I felt like any sort of happy high was when I smoked. So then I just like loved the way my brain felt after. And now if someone like every couple months, a friend smoke, fine, completely fine. I'm totally not against it, obviously. But I'm not, it's not an everyday thing. It's not an every week thing either. I
just... You did that podcast too, right? With Keys and
me, Bree, and Kelly did
so
because we got high.
Yeah.
Which feels like a fever dream. And it was so fun. But unfortunately, and
why did that end?
Honestly, the schedule, like everyone, it was hectic of like, this person can record then, this person can't. And then it started getting a little like, maybe this person's annoyed that this person can't record at this time or that time or whatever. And
started doing more bad than good. And you're like,
but it was fun and people enjoyed it. But then it was like, okay, this is becoming really hectic.
Yeah. It's just so funny. Maddie was like telling me about it the other day, and I was like, it's just so, seems so random, even though like it's literally not. Like,
it's also just so funny. Like, you can go onto the Because We Got High Instagram. It's like still a thing, and like there's just like I think so, or maybe not.
I think maybe somebody took it over for another show, but
But like I remember seeing that. I mean, like what? Like I feel like there's a lot of like dead internet.
Mm-hmm. But even then, like if I were to ever like hear how I talked or whatever, I'd probably cringe on my skin because I feel so, although obviously my personality is probably pretty similar, just I feel different in a lot of ways as well.
What's your what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I feel like so much of it too, like I know you were saying that like a big thing was you stopped smoking weed, but I also feel like it is just like a maturity thing. Like I think you start to figure out life more, when you're in your mid-20s versus your early 20s.
Absolutely.
Like,
I feel like a totally different person now, 28 versus 20, from 20 to 24.
Yeah.
Which is literally, Kelly and I are 23 and 24.
Yeah. And you'll feel the big difference in the next coming years. I think for me, things just started clicking more, and you like really, in my opinion, figure out what you really want, what you align with, you know, all of that.
100%.
I feel like a totally different person all the time. And sometimes I cringe at like things I said or did or but everyone does, obviously. When you grow up, you're like, why did I act like that?
So many versions of myself.
Right, exactly. So, but yeah.
You sort of learn to like trust yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
I feel like Whitney Levitt honestly did that so well. Like this year on Dancing with the Stars, and like her whole life on like Mormon journey, because she was hated so much for like choosing to be career driven and go down that path. But she was kind of like, this is what I want with my life. And like, these are my decisions. So like, I don't care what this group says or anyone says, like, this is where I'm going down. I feel like she did that very well.
Exactly. It's so cheesy, but it's also so true. Like, you realize all the cheesy things that you see or hear are just become more and more true, I think, as you get older, where really trusting yourself, being your own person is like the most important thing you can do, because it's your life. And like, I really live by the, you know, you only get one life and you really never know what can happen. And although that's a dark thought, I also think it could be like a happy thought and can really make you flourish in life when you're like, I'm going to take advantage of this. And, you know.
Yeah. I saw this, this quote that I talked about this, but I saw this movie, Soul of Fire. It's on Netflix. Very good, very heartwarming, a little like cringy at times, but like the meaning of the moment. The movie's great. And the quote is, it's like, we only get one path to walk down, but we get to choose the way we want to walk it.
Totally.
So it's like, this is our path. Like, this is what my life looks like. But like, this is how I'm going to walk down
It's so true. And I also feel that way just about people in your life. Like, if you have people in your life that you love, it can be obnoxious how lovey I am sometimes. I think that's something that
but it's your love.
But it's also so funny, like, me and Fran are so different with that.
Okay.
But
she doesn't like the hugs, and you're like, give me a hug.
And you know, like the big I love yous and all that.
Yeah.
But we now understand each other. But I just am big, like, tell people how you feel about them while they're here, because, you know, we always see, like,
you never know,
which is we don't have to go down that path, but I like so strongly feel that way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I love that.
Well, not to switch gears fully, but you did just watch Tangled for the first time.
Yeah.
Which really inspired us.
That's like
Disney.
literally like one of our favorite movies. Like I think we watched it in college like all the time. It was a comfort movie.
I watch it with my sisters. We cry. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do top 5 Disney animated movies, or it doesn't have to be animated. Or did I say animated?
I felt like you meant animated when you texted me, and
I
if
did
not,
animated.
I could do a total pivot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did animated.
I did animated.
I did animated
Okay,
too.
Perfect.
So we'll do.
But I was hoping it was Disney Channel.
Yeah. I knew.
I know, because like I didn't know a lot
She's
of
like,
Disney.
but I would
just
prefer
yet. I know.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like I just wouldn't have like the old
Disney
classics.
Channel, like Cheetah Girls, High School Musical.
Or High School Musical, yeah.
You didn't watch those?
No, I did. But when I think
Oh my
of
God,
Disney
I like got
movies,
so
I think
really riled up for a second.
you're like,
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
So we're gonna do the rankings. And we're
Your
gonna
mic.
do rapid fire questions.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do
Rapid fire questions about the Disney animated
No,
films.
about you.
About
Yeah.
me.
Oh, no, we're
Okay. I was
quizzing you on how
I was
much you paid
please
attention to
don't
Tangled.
quiz me, because some of these I haven't seen in a really long
No,
time.
you're totally fine. Okay,
Imagine we're
let me get
like,
this up.
okay, so what's the first scene of Tangled?
Yeah, oh my
what dress
God.
is she wearing?
Kelly, do you want to start?
All right, I'll start.
Okay, this is our top 5
Yeah.
Disney.
Did you guys put
animated
yours in
list.
order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like ranks?
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm having trouble with it. You guys.
Yeah.
go.
Okay. 1, I have
Go
the.
5.
Oh, start with 5. Okay. 5, I have Encanto. 'Cause I love that
Ooh,
movie.
Good
okay.
one. Good one.
Classic. 4, I have Meet the Robinsons. 3, I have Tangled. 2, I have The Lion King, and 1, I have Hercules.
Wow, great list.
That's a good list.
And then I had my runners up. Sorry, with Tinkerbell and Winnie the Pooh. I don't know why. I put Winnie the Pooh.
I've never seen Meet the Robinsons.
Oh
That's a great
my
one.
god, you!
Oh my God.
I feel like you
A
specifically
gasp
would love
around the
it.
room. You should
see that.
Yes.
Wait, but I wouldn't like see. It's funny because obviously to each their own. But I don't. That movie didn't stick with me.
I love that movie.
Were you
Okay.
guys talking about if Kendall Jenner had work done or not?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
talk
We
about
went
it?
with
Do you
the-
guys believe her or no?
Well, we
I
just-
sort of believe her.
Yeah.
Really? No, I think she's totally had filler, which is like I don't know if she makes that as like surgery or work.
True.
Anyways, I think that she had filler like in the up here and her boobs totally.
Mm, honestly, I think when I said work, I think I meant more like plastic surgery, but I
Yeah.
feel like And her lips as well.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I will say this.
And her nose,
you guys,
low-key.
have you ever seen pictures of yourself, though, and go, oh my God, it looks like I may have gotten
Yeah.
plastic surgery and I didn't? Because my nose was fucking ginormous at some point. And, you know, I look back and I'm like, oh, I really grew into this thing.
She also like became a woman from the before and after photos. They're comparing her from like 11 to 28.
Exactly. That's a whole thing where people just don't get that like you can really change.
I can
Anyways,
see
sorry.
aging and filler. No, but if you want to talk any pop
back to
culture.
Disney. I'm very interested. Meet the Robinsons. What's it about?
It's basically about this like boy who like it's like a journey of like him, and he goes back in time, and like I'm trying to like because I'm trying to like say the overarching story of it.
What happens in Meet the Robinsons?
No.
An invention gets stolen.
An invention.
And they have to travel back in time.
Yes.
To
And it's
fix
just like basically like these two paths, like the way like they were written, like if they had just like seen each other and like worked together,
You know this
versus
meme?
like hating each
Yes.
other.
Oh, that's
That's him.
from
Yes.
Meet the Robinsons.
That's, okay, I'm
his
gonna have to
name's
watch.
Goop.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I've heard
and
of
there's
Goop.
just like villain arc that like like it's like very it's kind of like Grinch-esque, I would say.
Got it. Okay.
I think it's a good one.
I like that.
Okay, mine is number 5, Wreck-It Ralph. Love that movie. You gotta see that. See, you're like, you haven't seen the Cheetah Girls. I'm like, you gotta see
stocking up
Wreck-It
your
Ralph.
Sundays.
Oh, frick. Is the Lego movie a Disney movie? I don't think it is, because that would be on there.
Pixar.
No.
No.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, good.
Warner
Wreck-It
Bros.
Ralph, 5. Mulan, 4.
Great one.
The Incredibles,
Yeah.
number 3. Tarzan, number 2. Tangled, number 1.
That's a solid list.
Solid.
I'm happy you got some of the classics on there.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta do,
you gotta throw the
Mulan.
classics in there.
I love
Tarzan
Mulan.
is such a
Mulan's
great story.
great too.
Yeah, Mulan the music. When I think of like the film as a whole,
Yes.
it's like,
I think a lot of mine were based off soundtracks.
oh, and honorable mention.
Yeah.
That always makes it.
My number 1, if it was Disney, would be How to Train Your Dragon. That's like all
yeah.
time movie. You should watch that too. Oh my god!
Oh
it's
my
so,
God.
No, talk about a crier. I'm literally
Yes.
like, "Ah!"
There's this one song, Test Drive, in it, and like anytime I need motivation or anything,
play it.
That's what's gonna get you
what's
through?
going on, yeah.
And the
Shit.
little dragon is so
I'm
cute.
missing out.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotta watch.
I have number 5 is Monsters Inc.
Ooh.
great
Number
one.
4
that's so
is
many.
Cinderella. Cinderella was like my all-time classic favorite when I was younger, so I feel like I just have to put that on there.
Love that.
Number 3 is Toy Story. Number 2 is Tangled, and number 1 is Coco. And if you haven't seen Coco,
I didn't. I can't get through it.
What?
I can't. I'm like too scared to cry. Like
No!
everyone's like, it's so
Oh my
emotional.
God.
You just
Don't
didn't ever
give me
finish
this.
it. She's exited
Oh my God,
out.
Coco is so good.
And did you watch Coco and Tangled in the same night?
No, I've seen Coco before.
Oh,
So
okay.
what Fran has never seen Coco.
Oh.
And I had never seen Tangled. And I had been yelling at her to watch Coco. And she had been yelling at me to watch Tangled. So finally we watched
You
each
did
other's movies. I will say Tangled like just jumped to my number 2 spot. It was fantastic.
Fantastic. Mandy Moore.
So good. But Coco I have to leave at number 1.
All right,
It has
well,
a
I
very
gotta-
strong spot for me.
I gotta look at that. Also, I'm like, so after hearing your guys' lists, I want to read.
But you guys have obviously Monsters Inc., right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a
I don't know why I wouldn't
classic.
put that on there.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, that's
Oh,
what
Toy Story 3 is
makes
like
it
one of
your
the
list.
best.
I think it's Pixar and everything else. Like Pixar is such a level up from other Disney stuff.
That's what you think. Except Disney
Okay,
has their
Kate.
princesses.
Also, The Incredibles.
Ratatouille. Like, how did I forget that movie?
What a wild Rat-tat-tat-tooie.
Rat-tat-tat.
Ratatouille. Ratatouille's good. It's great. I only saw it for the first time this year. And it didn't leave I know.
Lasting
It didn't
impact.
leave
I
a
know.
lasting impression on me the way that Tangled did. Although it's an honorable mention for me because I
Yes.
did really like
It
it.
is, but it's no soundtrack there.
Finding Nemo is an honorable mention.
Yes.
Up.
Inside Out.
Great.
Great too.
I also
like
liked
one.
Inside Out too.
Oh, you liked it. I liked
I
one.
did. And I had to see that in 3D, which I was unhappy about. And it
Wow.
was still good.
Also,
You know
like
what's
Cars.
You
Cars.
know what's another Disney movie? Zootopia.
Zootopia.
And that's
yes.
really good too.
I've been being yelled at to watch
Yeah,
Zootopia.
that one's really great too, and not that it doesn't hit like it wouldn't hit my top 5 though. I think because like I feel like top 5 Disney needs to be like nostalgia written, and I think
also-
it's too new for me.
I sort of base my top 5 too of like how much I quote something, like how much me and my sisters call back.
Yeah.
Like Tangled, when he's like knife, like the amount every time we see knife, we're like knife, like
Mother knows.
yeah.
Ah,
so
so good.
I'm so
good.
excited for the live version. I just like really hope because I don't know if you guys watched the live version of Mulan, but I did. They didn't have one song in it. Okay, it was just
Oh,
like
that's a big
background
problem.
music. Yeah, and
same
like,
with Ariel was really bad.
I
live
love
film.
a tasteful amount of music though.
Yes.
Like Tangled had a very tasteful amount of music with a lot of story as well.
Yes, not musical.
I get stressed out if I'm not because I do love a musical, but if I'm not in a musical mood, it's hard to watch a movie
piss
when
you
you're
off. Yeah.
sometimes when you're just not in the mood to sing
Yes.
or listen to music, and you put on, like, I was told I endlessly to watch La La Land, and one time I put it on when I was sick, and I shut it off immediately.
Yeah.
I said, if they're gonna sing this entire time, I can't do
Yeah,
it.
not the movie for that
If I'm
song.
not in the mood to comprehend, like I swear to God, if it's a loud song, like I don't know what they're saying, I can't comprehend it.
We need subtitles on the screen.
Yes.
Totally.
Wicked was definitely a double watch for me. Like the first time I was watching through, I was very distracted by the music and everyone's like amazing outfits and stuff. But then like the second time I got it, like understood it a little bit more hearing the words.
Yeah, sometimes or even if you rewatch High School Musical, you're like, oh, they're like, hi, how are you? How you doing? Hi, who? Like right away, I'm like, why can't we just sit like talk?
Did you guys see the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie?
Yes.
No.
I did.
Oh God, was it a lot? No shade.
And I already talked about this. I wish it wasn't a musical.
Yeah.
Because the first time Joe Jonas breaks out into song, you just burst out laughing.
Literally.
Like, what is
It
going on
immediately
here?
makes it corny, like immediately.
Yeah. I felt like they were aiming for corny.
Which is fine
Yes.
because it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I also want to give one more honorable mention to Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, great
Also,
one.
honestly,
that.
I haven't watched that one either.
Wow.
What?
You gotta
I don't
watch
know
that.
why.
Okay, so everyone needs to do their
Also,
homework.
Finding Dory is great too.
And if you're listening and you haven't seen
so
these,
cute.
also Monsters University is great.
So good.
Almost
I love
arguably-
Monsters
I know.
University.
When they're like young and
we
engaged.
should just like hang out one day. Let's like hang out.
Just watch movies all day.
Yeah. I
Oh
also
my God.
love-
And Up, obviously.
Yes,
like
Up and
honorable
Brave.
mention as well.
Toy Story 3. I've never
Yes.
cried more in a movie. than I
Toy
did
Story 3 is so good.
Phenomenal.
And arguably the best one.
I agree.
Oh, I
but
think
I put
easily.
Toy Story on the list as kind of like a general.
I
Yeah.
think it's
because
by far the best of the trilogy.
I remember
too.
going to the theater to see it.
Yes.
And I was like,
Guys,
this
I
is
don't
life
even know if I've
changing.
That
seen
And then
incinerator scene, I've never cried like that.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
When they're all going down
When
the
they, like,
trash
hold
chute,
the
they're all
hands.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
they're literally
God.
toys. Like it's so
and that
There's
stupid
some people who also
freaking strawberry dumbass bear.
Right now,
Oh, he's supposed to hit the button. I'm like, why did we lift him up? Why did we
Yeah.
lift him up?
get your thoughts out, get
No,
your feelings
yeah.
out. My nephew right now loves Toy Story, and it's so cute. And he, on Christmas, when he went to bed, after he opened up his toys, he said, "Bye, toys." He's like not even 2 yet.
no
Bye, toys, because
Stop.
he's just like so in Toy Story mode.
Yeah, because he knows that they're
Imagine
gonna
having
go.
that imagination,
Childlike
like he thinks
wonder.
his toys are talking about him and
Like,
having
that's
fun when he goes to
spectacular.
bed.
I just love animation too. Like there's some people who can't get into an animation. I'm like, how can you not buy into this gold?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into rapid fire, and we're gonna do some get stumped.
I'm like
and
so not a rapid fire person. I'm gonna try. I'm rapid fire, but
Well, you
I'll
don't
talk
have-
about each question for
maybe
10
medium,
minutes
medium
each.
fire.
Medium fire, medium fire.
And some of them we've already answered, so I guess we can just do.
You could do it again. You could do it again.
Have you ever had a guest come on where the energy was just off?
Yes.
Yep, we talked about F you, French. Who was the scariest person who ever yelled at you at work?
Oh. I feel like it's an easy one to say Dave, but I don't.
I'm trying to think of someone random at work that if someone
Yeah,
like,
or
like if
like
Max
Frank.
yelled at
One
me
time
like
Frank
kind of
yelled at
random,
me.
I would get scared.
Frank yelled at you one time. I actually
He's like, or I don't even know what he said. He was like,
Actually, one time I have a quick funny story.
Yeah.
There used to be somebody who worked here who one time went like this to me. He was like, "Be nice." And it really didn't sit well with me. And I was telling Dave about it, and he said I would have bit his fucking finger off. And I
Ooh.
said, you know what? I need to like channel, like, you're the boss man.
Yeah.
So that's great. You would have done that. I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, that's a no. He doesn't work here anymore, but.
Now that I have the go ahead.
That would have been epic if you just went in on
No,
him.
because it was just more, it's more like, you know, people talk about this. Like, if you're a woman who, like, knows what she wants, it can be like, oh, she's being really bitchy.
Yeah.
But, like, you know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no, but, like, it's just, I'm
No, you're actually just
telling you that
career-driven.
this is
Yeah.
whatever. And I was like, I would have bit his finger off. I'm like, I wish I would have said that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the next one?
Third.
I'm just gonna skip around. What's better, Jersey City, Hoboken, or Jersey City / Hoboken, or Manhattan?
Oh, I'm like a Jersey City, Hoboken just stan now because that's where I live.
Yeah.
And I love it so much. And I love the community that I have there
So
now. It
your
sounds
loyalties lie deep in-
silly, but
Yeah.
I've met a lot of really amazing women there that all different, you know, like fitness and wellness and all those things, who have just become a big part of my life.
Wow,
And
that's
they're like so motivational, and I love them all. And they're a crucial part of my life now. And I'm so motivated by them.
Yeah.
Especially I go to my trainer Courtney, who's fucking awesome.
Let's go, Courtney.
I actually
And-
stalked her Instagram.
No,
before.
she's sick, and just the amazing community that she has built. She has her own gym now, and all the amazing women that come in there, and you feel so uplifted, and you feel so strong and healthy, and all those great things
that.
in a non-negative way.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just more like positive, and everyone roots each other on and that sort of thing. So I feel like honored that I get to go there and be
love
trained by
that.
her, and also around them, because they're all so nice and amazing.
Yeah.
women.
I love
So you
the
have, like,
village.
you have your community there.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, Manhattan is like.
Did you
well,
ever
like-
live in Manhattan?
I did
For a long time?
For a long time. Yeah, I lived in Manhattan. Originally in the West Village, and then I lived in Battery Park City, and then I moved home to Long Island, and then Jersey City. I didn't necessarily love living in Manhattan so much, but I don't know if it was just the time of my life,
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
we come.
But
into
you
this-
found your place now.
Yeah, we come
Yeah.
into Manhattan all the time to go to dinner or
Yeah.
go to bars or whatever, and I love it. But I like
Now
living
you have like
outside
your
of it.
perfect boundary.
That's great.
Yeah.
Like having your own
Yeah.
escape.
I've always loved living on Long Island.
Who is the most beautiful celebrity you've ever seen? Like a visceral gasp where they came in and you're like, oh, you're actually airbrushed.
Oh, that's a really good question. Like literally all of them. I'm just going off recency. Demi Lovato was
Wow.
stunning. Just like so like fresh face too. Like it was like, wow, you know when like someone just has that aura about them, we're like, yeah,
Yes.
that's why you are Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
You are a star.
Like
and
vibrant.
that is why I will say Maren Morris, I'll never forget the way she smelled.
Mm.
Like she smelled amazing.
funny.
Yeah,
But I
that's
love
it. But
that.
all of them are so, you know, it's
Yeah.
such an easy,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you a final drink gal or an Irish exit? Like at the end of the bar, will you?
Oh,
Like,
Irish
the
exit.
final?
No.
Get me out of there.
Guys.
you're like
I am
walking out
out of there.
in the dark.
There used to be a time
Was
where I wanted
23-year-old you the final girl?
there used to be a time where I wanted to stay up all night long and never leave and be a part of all of that. That is not.
That makes you
It
feel better
is
about
not
doing not
me.
doing dry January. Because that's like such a thing
Yeah.
now.
Did you entertain that idea at all, you and Marty?
I'm not like a humongous drinker. So dry January would be sort of pointless for me because
Yeah.
I drink very occasionally.
yeah.
And I'm not like a non-drinker,
No,
but I
no.
just don't drink enough, I think, to be like, I need to do
cut
dry
it out.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be cut out of my life.
Totally. True or false, is Ria a good singer?
Oh my God, terrible. Absolutely the worst singer you'll ever hear.
No
Do
way.
you sing in the shower?
I sing everywhere and nobody wants to hear it. Anywhere. I sing on stage and I sing on the podcast and people will be like, someone tell Ria to stop singing.
And you're like, no, it's my
I
passion.
can't. It is my passion.
It
I always
is.
say this. I have all the makings of a pop star without the talent, in my
Wow.
opinion.
So you have
Yep.
the mold. and we're
You're a
just-
pop star to us.
You need
Thank
Ariel's
you.
voice.
Thank you.
What's your comfort show or movie that you'll never get sick of?
Entourage.
Oof, love Entourage.
That's my favorite show of all time, and Friends.
Yes.
So
So
those
solid.
two are just
Those are like the everyday on the TV.
every day at night.
Yeah.
Throw them on.
Last question. Would you run back another episode of Because We Got High with Keegs and Bree if you want?
I would. It would be really funny.
I think that
if
would
the
be
three-
hilarious.
I think if the three of us got together now, it would be
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. Actually, I ran into Bree in the hallway the other day, and I was like, you know what? I was watching all of our girls' room videos because me and Bree used to do this thing on TikTok called the girls' room. And one time, we went to Aruba, which just sounds so random, but me, Bree, Fran, Keegs, and Grace
No way.
went to
Oh, that's so fun.
Aruba in like April of 2021.
That's so
so
fun.
fucking random.
So random.
And there was a girl on the beach that like came up to me and Bree and was like, "Oh my God, you girls are from the girls' room." And we were like, "What?" I was like, "What? How do you even know that?"
yeah.
So I ran into Bree in the hallway the other day. I was like, randomly, we should just throw a girls' room out there, very randomly,
Yeah.
not warn anybody, and then
no
just like never
contacts.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
That'll be so fun.
Oh, it too did.
Let's do the Get Stumped.
Yeah.
What reality TV show should you be cast for?
Ooh, Traitors.
Ooh.
I was literally gonna say before when we were talking about Surviving, I think that you'd be great in Traitors.
Traitors.
Did you
I want to watch that. I've never
Yes,
seen
everyone's saying like Rob right now is getting like I'm seeing all the TikTok edits of him and everyone's like, see like Love Island painted him as a dark villain, but like here he's shining.
He's misunderstood.
He's misunderstood. He's just a misunderstood
No, I'm obsessed.
boy.
I'm obsessed with Rob on Traitors and Lisa Rinna and Candace. I was really excited about. I don't know if anyone's watching. I'm literally talking about Traitors.
No,
okay, well, if anyone's listening and watching, Candace, I was really excited about being a traitor, but she's like talking a lot right now, making it a little obvious that she's a traitor.
Oh, God,
so
I'd
I'm
be
really
bad.
nervous about that. But Rob,
Rob.
Just-
So Rob is a traitor? Ooh.
yes, Rob is a traitor, and it's fantastic. And watching is so funny because like me and Marty were watching together, and he was like, even I wouldn't send him home. And I was like, he just can't. Like,
You can't.
you know, it's like you got to keep him around and look at him, and like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like,
And he's like soft.
Yeah.
I was
What
just
would
like,
you be on, Traitors?
Wipeout.
Yeah, literally same.
Like Wipeout. I don't know. Like
what a random. What about you guys? Which one would you want to be on?
American Ninja Warrior.
I was
Okay,
going to say
so
that.
similar to
I always
Wipeout.
think I could pull it off,
my
like
God.
the things.
you could.
I have no clue. I think I'd be bad at anything with
Love
drawing
Island.
into see. Oh yeah, I could do Love Island if I was single.
Maddie
era.
could never
do you
do
have
I have a
boyfriend?
boyfriend. Yeah. So
What about
sorry.
the challenges?
The challenges.
I could never.
I feel like I don't think I
I
could do
love
that.
you so much. It would be so
like, woo.
interesting to watch.
I have no clue. Maybe just like me, like a reality show, like
Mormon Wives.
Mormon
Just
one.
maybe
Maybe just like a New York, yeah, like
HGTV, something in that.
Oh, yeah.
Summer House.
Summer House, something like
I feel like you would like to
just
create.
documenting me, like as a character with like a group of girls. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, that could be cool. Like New York reality show of influencers.
Like Sex and the
Next
City, but
Gen?
real life.
Yeah,
Ooh,
basically
maybe.
next gen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next gen. I don't know. Oh, what did you say?
I didn't say one. I don't know. I'm a toss up.
Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, that would be
Even
fantastic.
Practice
I would love
That would
Dancing
be
with the Stars,
awesome.
too.
That's
Would
a great
love that.
one.
Okay, I'll take that one.
Yeah, that's a good
The
one.
Bachelor's probably fun.
No.
Oh God.
I would hate that. Oh, you could do that. Ben would
Oh
love
my
that.
God.
Ben would love that. He would eat it up.
Then with all those girls.
I would be
walking down.
so. I would like not be good at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what if you were a contestant? Then what?
No, you don't do it. You don't
own
do
the
that.
room.
Maybe a cooking show.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
do like
yeah.
rookie chef cooking.
Ooh, what about Beat Bobby Flay?
Oh, yeah, I love
You're
Beat
like,
Bobby
yes. All of a sudden, Maddie's
That's a
on the making
comfort
your
show,
chili.
too.
Yeah, that would be
Ooh,
sick.
Great British Baking Show too.
Yeah.
I feel like Bobby Flay's really nice in real life.
I don't know about that.
Really? We should
Like,
have
I
him
feel
on.
like that's not the reputation Bobby Flay had.
You know, Kelly thought it was
I think it's
Bobby
soft
Filet.
eyes. I do.
Bobby Fillet.
I thought it was like a
it's
play on more. It's like a
filet.
fillet of fish or.
We got kicked out of our table recently in the summer at a restaurant because Bobby Flay was coming.
What?
We're like, we know the people. I told the story, so I feel
Yeah.
like I was nervous to tell it the first time, but then they laughed. But Emilio's Bellato in the city, Marty became friendly with the chef there. Great guy. And we were sitting with Marty's parents out to dinner, and I had gotten up to go to the bathroom, and we were like finishing up dessert, and I'm in the bathroom, and I hear like some ruckus. It's a small restaurant. I like hear ruckus going around, and I hear like the mom that is of Emilio's Bellato
Yeah.
telling what sounds like our table that they have to get up because Bobby Flay's coming. And I'm like, is this our table? I come out and they're like, we got to go. Bobby Flay's coming.
my
And I'm like,
gosh.
oh, we just got kicked of our table.
Yeah,
because
you're
Bobby
like,
Flay.
let me
Bobby
push in my
walking in.
chair.
No,
Yeah.
I respected it.
Like, can I take my plate to go in the
Yeah,
back?
right.
Or-
And I was frantically trying to pee, and I was
Yeah.
like, I better get out of here. Bobby Flay's coming.
It's just like one of those experiences that you're like,
That's so
just-
New York.
No,
that's
it's very Entourage too, which made me happy because
Yeah.
Bobby Flay is a big
Yeah.
in the end season of Entourage.
All right, next.
If you could swap lives with a celebrity, who would you swap with?
Ooh, I was trying to think in depth about this the other day, but I forgot to think.
Oh, I feel like there's like a say an answer and then I hear another one. I'm like, oh, that person. Right now, like with someone right now.
Low key, Lindsey Vonn coming back,
Oh,
41
okay,
to
athlete.
ski.
Oh, that's a
I feel like
good
she's
answer.
hype. Like that's so sick.
Maybe like LeBron James.
Yeah.
Just
totally
ball out,
different.
have-
Just
just,
like
like,
totally
totally
different
different,
than what
see
you're
what it's
used
like
to.
down there.
Yeah. Yeah, play around.
Yeah.
This is such a basic answer, but I'm gonna say Timothy Chalamet. I'm only saying that because recently I was trying to discover if it was the fact that I loved Timothée Chalamet because I thought he was like hot and cool and cute, or if it's because I wanted to be him. And I realized it was because I wanted to be him. Because I'm not attracted to Timothée Chalamet really. Like, he is like the skinniest man we've ever seen. Yeah. Besides the point, I don't want to rag on him. He's with Kylie Jenner. What does he care what I think? Yeah. Anyways, when he put out the For Raws music video, I was like, oh, I want to be him. Yeah. No, I want to feel that feeling of how he feels like so cool right now. You know, it's like, and I feel like it's like a girl can't get away with acting the way Timothée Chalamet was acting. Like Timothée Chalamet was acting like an asshole during Marty Supreme, press because of the movie. Yeah. But if a girl was acting that way, they would be like, she's such an like, oh my god, she's such a diva. Yeah. But with Timothy, we were like.
Totally. I almost said Kylie because I would want to be.
And you guys could be together.
Oh my god, then we can date. Yeah. You'd be my partner.
I love that.
But I also love Timothée Chalamet right now because I love his casualness about like not casualness but like how he has that like insane drive, but like I just love it. Like
that's what I'm saying, the coolness of it. It's like,
totally
that one meme of him. He's like received.
Oh yeah, he's like okay, received.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're over our limit on time.
I have one more.
Oh, you have one more? Okay, let's do one more.
It can be fast. Yeah. It should be fast. Ilya Rozanov or Shane Hollander?
Ooh. Shane Hollander.
Ilya.
Shane.
I'm with you. Yeah. And it's a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
But it's because I love Hudson Williams.
Yes. I think
no, but I'm just seeing them, I guess, as their characters. Shane is so sweet. I'm watching it for the first time with my roommate because she hasn't seen it, but I like Ilya. I just think he's funny in the show.
I love
Ilya's
Shane.
Hilarious.
I love like the softness and then him in real life that he's like extroverted. Like I
have such a soft spot for Shane.
It was no doubt. Like when I watched the first episode, I knew right away. I was like, I like Shane.
That's my guy.
I like him.
That's our guy.
Do you know he's supposed to have like problems on
the
show? Like he's supposed to have autism.
Oh really?
Yeah, Shane.
Well, yeah, he does a great job acting.
Yeah,
because
they're both so talented, and if you haven't watched it, you need to go watch because we're done with this episode, and we love you guys. And Ria, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
what a
you
great
guys.
Yes,
I love you guys
so happy
much.
We really do admire
crushing it.
Everything that you do, and we
admire
really
you
look
guys.
up to you. And honestly, your advice about 23 and 24-year-old, like that's us right now, and we think it's so cool.
And I'm so excited to see you interview in LA.
Ooh, I'm excited too. Thank you guys. I love you guys.
Love you too. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.